Hey guys, this is Marvin coming to you. This piece right here is called The Struggle. And it's for anybody who's dealing with condemnation, self-hate, guilt, or shame. Guys, if you're dealing with that, now is the time to lay it down at Jesus' feet. With that said, here we go, The Struggle. I wake up caught up in my emotions that are as crazy as a tide in an ocean. I'm going through the motions. All I do is look in the mirror and see sweat drops of guilt and shame dripping from my face, from yesterday's struggles and mistakes. And because of these feelings I feel, I'm wondering if I've slipped away from God's grace. Because of these feelings I feel it's real deal that the struggle is real. You see, it's a battle between my flesh and my spirit, hell and heaven. Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck in Romans chapter 7. I hate what I do, but I do what I want to do. And at the end of the day, I feel used and abused to the point where I got to drink a bottle of booze to get the past off my mind so I could forget about that line that I snorted, or that chick that I slept with, or that baby that I aborted because I thought I couldn't afford it. You see, you could say that I'm in a spiritual layover. Plus, I can't stand myself and I'm sick to my stomach. You could call that a sin hangover. I know I need to be made over, and I try to read the scriptures, but I don't understand them. And people say Jesus' face is what I should seek, but I believe my face is the last thing he wants to see. You see, I'm ashamed of myself. I'm an epic fail. Plus, the way that these people look at me is confirmed that I'm going to hell in a handbasket. So get my casket and bury me 6 feet deep. And put on my tombstone a life that is lived incomplete because these holy standards of God I just can't bear to meet. So God, put me out of my misery. Make me a memory. But God, if you could, can you please deliver me or send me a remedy? You see, some of us have been in this position where we think God is mad at us. But I want to tell you that God is not mad at you, because he looks at you with passion in his eyes and compassion in his heart. And he's jealous of anything that will want to split you and him apart. It doesn't matter the sin, whether it be greed, lust, fornication, homosexuality. The reality is that we all struggle. And when we stumble, he's there for the weak and the humble. He fights on our behalf like Ali, rumble in the jungle. He is that efficient, plus his grace is that sufficient. So listen, in Christ there's no bondage, because he came down and was crucified and rose again, and now we pay homage. So next time the devil comes with accusation, tell him that you're a new creation, because in Christ there's no shame, no guilt, no condemnation. Love for my Jesus is my main motivation, and despite your past or your present situation, he loves you. End of conversation. You see, grace is not a trophy that you have to achieve, but it's a huge gift that all you could do is receive. The only question now is, do you believe? Because I perceive that the devil will continue to spit lies into our eyes, blinding us from realizing that Christ died, and so did I, and now I rise with him, with a new name and a new face, and I'm able to embrace that I'm released from my past, and I can breathe at last because the sin I'm dead. And like Paul said, I leave what's behind and I press on to what's ahead. No longer looking at my sin in my rear view, but I look straight ahead with a clear view. Because Jesus, I want my life to mirror you. And because the grace you've given me, I'm able to make it through the struggle.